Good morning. This is day 45 of the Outside Freak Challenge. How you doing? I'm Z, and I got up nice and early and made it to the campground that has the showers. And boy, was it a cold ride. It's really cold in the mountains in the morning. I think even in the summer it's cold. But I'm a little early, and yeah, the showers don't open until about 8 o'clock. So, so I get to enjoy the scenery here with you guys. I had a really good question once again from Chad Ventures, and he was asking about how you protect yourself from bugs, essentially mosquitoes, what clothing, what sort of tent sort of stuff. I think he was essentially asking how I deal with them. Well, a head net, that's first and foremost. And I also use DEET when it's really bad. I don't like using it, but if they're really bad, then I'll use some DEET. And I'm going to be experimenting with burning coffee grinds to see if that chases the mosquitoes away. I don't know if that does, but saw it on the internet. Yes. Now, I've worked for Campmore. I've worked for REI. I've been buying from Patagonia from from back in the 70s or so. So I've got a lot of experience with gear. Got a lot of experience, of course, hiking, living outdoors, and bug netting, just a head net, and having some clothes on that they can't bite through, sometimes some gloves if they're really bad. And as far as, and that's the clothing, as far as tents go, you can just use a head net and cowboy camp. So that's the most basic way. Then there's also, of course, tents, but I'm going to be transitioning to a tarp and just using screen to keep the bugs out. There are screens, and I'll show it to you when I get it out of the warehouse. But I have various types of screens that cover half of the body. Also screens that hang. So there's, I'm trying to think of the name of them. Now, I believe Gossamer Gear is a good source for those. That's where I think I bought mine at. There's also, I haven't bought anything from these folks yet, but there's also something called garagegrowngear.com that has a lot of the gear that I would invest in. However, you don't need to spend a lot of money on bug protection, I mean, you could very easily fashion a screen out of a discarded window screen. Yeah. You could just sew a little. Yeah. I'm all about, although I love gear and I love what you can do with gear, I'm all about spending the least amount of money and using the least amount of gear possible. So, depending on what your finances are, you can, fabricate gear on your own. including bug stuff. But the gear is so good, you know, specifically ultralight. That's the difference. If you don't have to carry it, thick stuff, thick, cheap stuff is actually good. You know, like a thick tarp is great. Much better wind protection, sun protection, stronger protection from rain. So thick tarps are really great. But you wouldn't want to carry the dang thing unless, like, you're doing what I'm doing. I'm doing E-moto. And even then, I would like to lighten up the load. But yeah, there's no shame in tarps and recycling discarded screens and whatnot. They make these bed nets that you can hang over your bed. I have one of those as well. I've always thought that that's a great way to go, just in general. You can use that at home, and you could even use it, you know, camping. You string a line, put your tarp up if you need to, and then you hang the netting from that line. Simple. So anyway, I hope that kind of answered your question. You know, if you have any solutions for bugs, specifically mosquitoes, bugs in general, let me know. Leave it down in the comment below. Day 45, folks. Here we are, and day 45, I'm finally going to take a shower. I've taken a few already, but this is going to be special. After about a week or so, a nice hot shower. Ooh, that's going to be good. Day 45 of the Outside Freak Challenge. How long have you been out, stayed out in the wilderness? How long do you think I can stay out there in the wilderness? If you want more of my videos, specifically my how-to videos and archive of the Outside Freak Show, go on over to patreon.com/outsidefreak and join me over there. If you just want to help support the show, you can join us as well for just $3, and it really helps the channel out. Speaking of that, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching till the end. I'll see you tomorrow.